Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Computer Lab. This is Miss Ferrell, and I'm going to go over the computer classroom expectations with you. Please pay attention so that you'll know what's expected of you, and we'll all get along better if we follow them. First of all, if you have an emergency, that means if you're about to go to the bathroom on yourself, if you're about to throw up, or you're bleeding, please don't raise your hand. Please just get up and come to me. Or, if there's an assistant in the room, go to them. Now, if you have an emergency, that means you're about to go on yourself. It doesn't mean you have to go to the bathroom. That's not an emergency. But if you're about to pee or poop on yourself, and you don't leave right now, I'm going to have some in my room, that's an emergency. Again, don't raise your hand. Just come to me and say, Miss Ferrell, I have to go. Bad. And I'll let you go. Now, of course, I'll ask you to get a partner, and that partner will need to get a hall pass. If you feel like you might want to throw up, please raise your hand and I will bring you a trash can. But if you need to throw up right now, please get up and go to the nearest trash can. Throw up in the trash can and then come see me. Let me know you got sick. Keep the trash can with you. You might get sick again. All right. What if you're bleeding? Some people have bad nosebleeds. If you're bleeding badly, please try not to drip it on the carpet or on the computers. Hold your hand up over up under your chin to keep the blood from getting on the computers and the carpet. Go directly to my desk and get some tissues so that you can try to stop the bleeding and soak it up. Come see me at that point and let me know. Now, some people like to pick. If you're a picker, and I admit I sometimes pick, you're going to get things on your fingers that should not be put on computers. So if you've picked a scab or you've picked on your fingers and they're bleeding, you need to wash your hands and then sanitize them before you are allowed to touch anything on your computer. So you do need to let me know that. It is an emergency. Anything to do with blood can be dangerous, and we need to make sure that you get cleaned up before you touch your computer. Yep, we're back again this year wearing our masks. I ask that you please wear your mask correctly. Wear it over your nose and your mouth at all times. The less I have to correct you, the more time you will have for enjoying yourself when you're done with your assignment. Please try to keep a safe distance from each other. Try to keep at least 3 feet. We don't have the dividers in the lab anymore, so you're not quite 3 feet apart. So please avoid leaning over into other people's spaces. Okay? Now, sometimes when I play music at the beginning or the end of class and I let you walk around the room and enjoy yourselves, I don't mind if you walk beside someone, but I do mind if you get too close. We're not going to be holding hands or hugging or putting our arms around one another because we're still under COVID regulations. So please, keep at least 3 feet apart whenever possible. Please only touch the things that are in your computer space. And what does that include? Well, your chair, your keyboard, your mouse, your headphones, and your piddle pack. I'll talk more about the piddle pack in a few minutes. Now, some kids, when we're walking around, will reach down and touch other things. Please don't touch other people's things. We're trying to stop the spread of COVID. So please only touch your space. Also, when it's time to go, some children like to help me by logging kids out who didn't log out. But actually, what you're doing is not being helpful because then I have to clean those spaces again. Only touch someone else's computer if I give you direct permission to do so. Thanks a lot. You should always stay in your seat or spot. If you want to get up, please get permission. That includes things like getting a tissue, throwing something away, and I'm going to tell you if you need to throw something away to wait until it's time to go. Sometimes I ask people to be helpers. Just because one person's out of their seat helping does not mean that everybody else can just get up and start helping. I need to give you direct permission to get out of your seat at any and all times, unless we're having some sort of drill or it's time to go. You will have lots of opportunities throughout the day to wash your hands and to sanitize them. Even if you just washed your hands before you walked in my room, you probably already have germs on them from touching a doorknob or a wall or even giving someone a high five. In my room, there is a sanitizer available right beside the door, and I also have some sanitizer available over in my teaching area. If you need sanitizer, please ask permission to get it. I do ask that you do not use the sanitizer by the door when you're leaving, because I will have just given you a sanitizing wipe so that you can sanitize your computer, and you can sanitize your hands with that. Please keep your hands off your face. That includes your mouth, your nose, your eyes, and the front of your mask. All of your breathing in and out all day is making those germs stick on the outside of your mask. And when you put your hands on your mask, you're getting them all over your hands. And whatever's on your hands, it's going to get all over the computers. Also, if you put your hands in your mouth, your eyes, or your nose, whatever germs are already on your hands are going to get into you. And then you might get sick. So it's best all around to keep your hands off your face. We'll be learning the little hands in your lap rap all together soon. I've made available a little packet of colorful shapes at each computer, and I'm calling it the Piddle Pack. You should not even touch the Piddle Pack unless you're done with your work or you need to calm down. You should never touch the Piddle Pack while I'm teaching, even if you need to calm down. While I'm teaching, you should be looking at me. At the end of class, we will sanitize our computers. The parts of the computer that I'd like you to sanitize include your desk, the table area, both under your mouse and under your keyboard. Your keyboard, and remember, on the keyboard, don't press it too hard. Don't scrub it. Just rub it lightly. We don't want to get a lot of liquid and foam down between the keys. And your headphones. When you finish sanitizing those things, put your sanitizing wipe into the Piddle Pack if you used it, and shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, so that it'll sanitize the little pieces for the next user. I ask that you never ever use sanitizer on the screen of the computer or of a Chromebook for that matter. If you need to cough or sneeze, please do it into your elbow. Or some people like to pull out their shirt a little bit and cough or sneeze down into their shirt. Either one of these is acceptable. If you don't cover your cough or sneeze, any kind of germs that you might have that you don't know you have will go flying out into the air for everyone else to breathe, or end up on the keyboard and the table and the mouse. Please, we will practice how to cough and sneeze, either into your elbow or into your shirt. Stop, look, and listen is very important in my world. If the lights go out, that means it's time for stop, look, and listen. Stop means stop what you're doing. Take your hand off your mouse. Once you've stopped, you look at me wherever I am in the room. I might have asked a child to turn the lights out. So you stop what you're doing, and that means right away. Not when you get done with whatever you're doing, but right away. Stop, look at me, and listen for my directions. Usually stop, look, and listen happens at the end of class, but sometimes I need to make an announcement during class. So if the lights go out, or if I flash the lights, that means I need you to stop what you're doing, look at me, and listen. I just want to reemphasize, do not use sanitizing wipes on any kind of computer screen. It's very important. It can mess up the screen. We don't have a lot of extra ones, so let's take care of them. Once you're done cleaning up your space, it'll be time for us to stand. Please don't play with the wipe. Keep the wipe in your hand and away from others. That wipe has chemicals in it that could burn someone's eyes. So, also, keep your fingers out of your eyes when you've been using one. Always leave your space clean and organized. So we're going to sanitize it. That'll be the clean part. And organized means leave your keyboard centered in front of your computer, pushed up against the computer. Your mouse should be on the right of the computer. The headphone and the curly part should be behind the mouse. And the piddle pack should be under the monitor. Sealed, closed. In computer, we only print if you have my permission. If you print something without permission, I'm not going to let you have it. We only print things that are educational. So if you ask if you can print a birthday card for a mom, or if you can print a cool picture you just drew during your fun time, I'm going to say no, because we're only supposed to use the expensive ink in a printer for educational purposes. I will allow you to go on websites, but you must stay on my approved websites and follow my expectations for websites. Now, your teacher might let you go on some websites that I don't, and your teacher might allow you to do things on some websites that I don't. So when in computer lab, please follow my expectations for websites. All right, everybody. That's a lot to remember. That's why I made it into a video. You can watch it anytime you need a refresher. Let's have a great year together. If we follow these expectations and the best expectations that we'll be talking about in future days, we are going to have a great year together. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.